Things in our world seem like they're speeding up but slowing down at the same time. Time, space, everything seems like it's being mixed up like I've never felt in my spirit before. It's like time itself, it's like things feel like they're speeding up at the same time they're slowing down. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. To anybody, if I say that, somebody's gonna think, oh, you're on drugs or something. That doesn't make sense. Time, things speeding up. But at the same time, they feel like they're slowing down. At the same time, that almost doesn't make sense to me. But that's just how I feel in my spirit. It's almost like it's something tampering with the days and nights and our time zones, our time in general. Time itself being tampered with. Listen to what I'm going to say again, and I'll repeat it. Feels like things are speeding up, but at the same time, they're slowing down. It's almost like a cycle. It's just like, and people want to talk about things like CERN and all this other stuff. It's like, what is going on in our world? And so many people are just not asking that question. It's like, all you have to do is ask. It's like, what's going on in our world today? Things don't feel the same. Before COVID, things didn't feel too bad. Didn't feel too off. At least to me, I wouldn't get dreams visions or anything before COVID. I had one in 2019, but before that, I wasn't getting anything. Life just went on as it did. It felt normal. And so, I'm just going back to this attack I had a couple weeks ago where I was actually just walking towards this staircase. And I was actually going to make myself something, but something woke me up in the morning, really specifically to pray. But it was like I had a burning desire in my chest to pray. I mean, it was like, I felt like it was just straight up just burning. I got up in a rush to pray, and I started praying. Well, I prayed for a little bit, I think 30 minutes to an hour. I prayed reasonable. I could have prayed longer if I didn't pray too long. 30 minutes to an hour, give or take. I was getting hungry, so I decided to walk to the kitchen, make me something to eat, or take something with me to heat up or whatever. I guess microwave, I don't know, something. But, well, where you have to walk and where I live at, there's a drape, and you have to go behind the drape. There's a pool table, and up there by the pool table, there's a staircase. Have you ever seen those movies where it's like there's light, it's like a split, there's light at the bottom of the staircase, and below it, it's so pitch black you can't see nothing. So if someone was to be standing there, I couldn't see them because it was so dark. I went to go heat my food up, went back to wait, and I heard something. And I thought it was the person I knew, was calling. Because I kept hearing some talk. I said, hey, is it you? I kept hearing something mumbling, talking. All of a sudden, I see something come down the stairs. All of a sudden, it wasn't physical. It was like something of a shadow that looked like a human. And I guess it noticed that I saw it. And I was trying to see what it was. Because I was wondering, am I imagining things? Am I in real life? And it just stops. This thing, whatever it was. And all of a sudden, it almost like shapeshifts from a human being to like a bug type, insectoid type cockroach thing. And I see antennas morph over its head and grow or something weird or appear. And all of a sudden, I have to rebuke it. In God, Jesus' name, Christ, I'm rebuking this thing. And all of a sudden, it tries to bully me, and all of a sudden I see its body expand. Or no, before I start rebuking it, I don't remember what I was saying, but all of a sudden its whole body almost like shifted and like began to grow over me. Well, this is actually, I went to go get my food and came back, and then this had happened, and it was like over me. Its whole body almost grew like 10, 15 feet tall, but like 10 feet tall over me. Like it was almost like I felt like it was trying to intimidate me or be a boss. And I just started rebuking it and praying, and it left. What is the moral of this? That, again, there's a thing called warfare, but on the spiritual side, we call it spiritual warfare. And I guess Christians, people who believe in that realm, but and then I don't know if you heard of this, but there's going into a race, different races. I'm gonna make another video about this, that these different races existing thanks to something called graphene. Would be called the insectolins or the insectoid race. I do remember there was a movie on this. If you've ever seen the movie Starship Troopers, where they go to these different planets, and there are these bug-like type creatures of different races and sex of them. There's queens and king bugs and all this other stuff. That's what they reminded me of. Not a good time though. Definitely not. So, very nice help.